Good evening, everybody. Today we are going to do the MCQ challenge of obstetrics and gynecology. Obstetrics and gynecology is a very important subject covering almost 30 questions, which are very important and highly score. You can score very high in this subject, almost full marks, if you practice the MCQs correctly and if you know the concepts well. So let us move on to the first question. Zygote with zona pellucida reaches uterine cavity. Zygote with zona pellucida reaches the uterine cavity by A. 2 days, B. 4 days, C. 5 days, and D. 6 days. Zygote with zona pellucida reaches uterine cavity by A. 2 days, B. 4 days, C. 5 days, D. 6 days. So the correct answer here is it is 4 days. Zygote with zona pellucida reaches uterine cavity by 4 days. Let's move to the next question. The role of human placental lactogen is A. Stimulate the milk production, B. Fetal breast development, C. Growth of fetus, D. Endocrine regulation. It is growth of fetus. Most common site of implantation of tubal pregnancy. This tubal pregnancy is a very dangerous thing. A. Interstitial portion of fallopian tube, B. Isthmus, C. Ampulla, D. Infundibulum. Most common site of implantation of tubal pregnancy is this ampulla. Tomorrow there is a at 6 a.m. there is a 2-day Neet PG Breakthrough Blueprint Masterclass on January 30 and 31. Please click the link in the description box to join. The seats are limited. To get the link. During which gestational age is peak serum HCG level attained? A. 7 to 9 weeks, B. 11 to 13 weeks, C. 20 weeks, D. 25 weeks. The correct answer here is 7 to 9 weeks. So during which gestational age peak serum HCG level attained? The peak HCG level is attained at 7 to 9 weeks. What would be the type of presentation when the engaging diameter is mentovertical? When the engaging diameter is mentovertical, what would be the type of presentation? A. Face, B. Brow, C. Vertex, D. Breach. So what do you think is the correct answer? It is brow presentation. When the engaging diameter is mentovertical, it is brow presentation. Most common cause of secondary postpartum hemorrhage (PPH) is A. Uterine inertia, B. Retained placenta, C. Episiotomy, D. Cervical tear. It is retained placenta. Retained placenta is the most common cause of secondary PPH. Incidence of scar rupture in a subsequent pregnancy in case of lower segment cesarean section is incidence of scar rupture. When does the scar rupture in subsequent pregnancy in case of lower segment cesarean section? A. 2%, B. 4%, C. 5%, D. 8%. Well, it is 2%. Subpubic angle is A. less than 65 degree, B. 65 to 75 degree, C. 85 degree, D. 110 to 120 degree. It is 85 degree. The subpubic angle is 85 degree. Rule of Hasse. This question is asked in forensic medicine also. Rule of Hasse is used to determine A. The age of fetus, B. The height of an adult, C. The race of a person, D. Identification. This rule of Hasse is used to determine the age of fetus. The indication of acyclovir in pregnancy is A. Disseminated herpes, B. Chickenpox in first trimester, C. Prophylaxis in recurrent herpes, D. All of them. It is all of them. Human placenta is A. Discoid, B. Hemochorial, C. Deciduate, D. All of them. It is all of them. Hot flushes are experienced as a result of A. Increased noradrenaline, decreased estrogen, increased noradrenaline, decreased estrogen, C. Increased noradrenaline and decreased estrogen, D. Increased noradrenaline and estrogen. It is increased noradrenaline and decreased estrogen. Cephalic index is BPD upon OFD, BPD upon SC, OFD upon BPD, DSC upon F. It is BPD upon OFD. In MRKH syndrome, which of the following is absent? A. Vagina, B. Breast development, C. Pubic hair development, D. Testis. In MRKH syndrome, which among the following is absent? A. Vagina, B. Breast development, C. Pubic hair development, D. Testis. It is testis. Polyspermy is inhibited by which ion? A. Ca, B. Na, C. K, D. Cl. This polyspermy is inhibited by Ca, calcium ion. Maximum amniotic fluid at A. 32 weeks, B. 34 weeks, C. 36 weeks, D. 40 weeks. It is 36 weeks. Fertilization usually occurs in which part of fallopian tube? Fertilization occurs in which part of fallopian tube? A. Fimbrial end, B. Ampulla, C. Interstitium, D. Isthmus. Fertilization usually occurs in which part of fallopian tube? A. Fimbrial end, B. Ampulla, C. Interstitium, D. Isthmus. So where does fertilization exactly occur? What do you think is the correct answer? Yeah. Fertilization usually occurs in the ampulla of the fallopian tube. Physiologic change in leukocyte number in pregnancy is A. Neutrophilic leukocytosis, B. Lymphocytic leukocytosis, C. Neutropenia, D. Basophilic leukocytosis. It is neutrophilic leukocytosis. Weight of uterus at term is Weight of uterus at term is A. 400 to 500 gram, B. 600 to 700 gram, D. C. 800 to 900 gram, D. 900 to 1000. It is 900 to 1000. Tomorrow at 6 a.m. there is a 2-day Neet PG Breakthrough Blueprint Masterclass. It is a game changer masterclass covering all the 19 subjects as much as possible. Please click the link in the description box. It is completely free this time. The seats are limited. Urinary retention earliest in pregnancy is seen at A. 10 weeks, B. 18 weeks, C. 22 weeks, D. 34 weeks. It is 10 weeks. Down syndrome is earliest diagnosed at A. 8 to 10 weeks, B. 10 to 12 weeks, C. 12 to 14 weeks, D. 14 to 16 weeks. It is 10 to 12 weeks. When is folic acid started in pregnancy? A. 4 weeks prior to conception, B. 8 weeks prior to conception, C. 4 weeks after conception, D. 8 weeks after conception. It is 4 weeks prior to conception. Term placenta weight to baby ratio is A 1 is to 3, B 1 is to 4, C 1 is to 5, D 1 is to 6. It is 1 is to 6. Persistent occipito-posterior position is most common in which pelvis? A. Android, B. Gynecoid, C. Anthracoid, D. Mixed. It is android. Pregnant uterus will compress ureters at A. Pelvic brim, B. Utrovesical junction, C. Trigons, D. Utrovesical junction. Uretrovesical junction. It is pelvic brim. Pregnant uterus will compress the ureters at pelvic brim.